Hello and welcome to Newsbreak. I'm your host, Nick Steffens. Coming up later in the show, the area soccer teams are off to a hot start, but first, today's top stories. The Henry County Farm Bureau replaced its annual Cram the Cab fundraising event with a supermarket sweep challenge for National Agriculture Week. 5 local businesses took part, running around Hy-Vee grocery store with decorated shopping carts to fill with items for the Fellowship Cup. Participating businesses did not pay an entry fee, but all items collected served as donation for the food pantry. The businesses had 5 minutes to collect as close to $250 worth of groceries as possible from a list of pantry staples, and the winner was the one closest to the target. Beck's Hybrid was named the winner of the Henry County Farm Bureau Supermarket Sweep, with Farm Bureau Financial taking the Best Decorated Card Award, and Two Rivers Bank named the Great Grabber for its $314 worth of donations. All 5 businesses together donated $1,286 worth of groceries to the Fellowship Cup. The event is set to become a tradition for the Farm Bureau in the future. Main Street Washington is holding an adult Easter egg hunt to attract shoppers to downtown Washington from April 6th to 8th. The event, which is being held in at least 15 downtown businesses, will have participating retailers hide plastic eggs containing a mix of candy and coupons for customers to find. The hunt encourages people to shop while having fun, according to Main Street Washington Director Samantha Meyer. Participating businesses will benefit by attracting customers, as no one will pick up an egg unless they're actually shopping and buying something from the store. The egg hunt is the latest of Main Street Washington's monthly business events aimed at promoting local shopping in the community. The James Harlan chapter of the Daughters of the American Revolution celebrated their 100-year anniversary on Saturday morning, presenting the first 2 Women in American History Awards. The award recognizes women who have made a difference in their community and contributed to education, religion, social, scientific, or cultural innovation. Joy Conwell, the first posthumous honoree, was recognized for leaving a legacy of leadership and history. Conwell was the first woman to serve on the Midwest Old Threshers Board of Directors and was elected for 3 terms of service with Mount Pleasant School Board. Eugene Lucky Krieger, the second recipient, was recognized for her talent, work ethic, and exemplary citizenship. The chapter also held a presentation from Iowa author Cheryl Mullenbach and Kathy Hellman, who talked about historic women who pushed gender stereotypes during the progressive era. Civco Medical Solutions, a manufacturing company in Kelowna, Iowa, has announced plans to relocate its production and corporate headquarters to Iowa City, Coralville area by 2025. The company stated that the move will result in more efficient operations and capabilities and will not lead to any job losses. The move will vacate a 43,000 square foot building in Kelowna, which will be available for sale or lease. Kelowna City Administrator Ryan Schlaubaugh expressed optimism about finding a new buyer, that the lot could be broken up into smaller pieces to attract more buyers. The location is close to larger population centers like Iowa City and Washington and is situated along Highways 1 and 22. Civco's move is not expected to have a significant impact on Kelowna's workforce or economy. The Washington Tree Committee named the nonprofit Trees Forever as its supporter of the year during their annual report to the Washington City Council. According to committee member Andy Dahl, Trees Forever has supported at least 46 of the community's projects and provided over $125,000 in grant funding for the last 30 years, resulting in planting of 4,875 trees in the city. Tree Committee Chair Mard McConnell reported that the committee planted trees at various locations in the city in the last year, including City Hall, WCDC-supported living homes, and the Willow Pond area of the Key Wash Nature Trail. The committee has a planting scheduled for the Wellness Park and another tree giveaway in 2023. McConnell described 2022 as the coming back from COVID year for the committee. Mount Pleasant Fire Department adds a silent auction element to their annual pancake breakfast scheduled for Saturday, April 8th. From 6 to 10 a.m., Mount Pleasant Fire Department will add to the festivities of Easter weekend as they serve pancakes, whole hog sausage, coffee, milk, and juice for a free will donation at the fire station. In addition to a hot breakfast and community, the event will also host a silent auction for a Traeger pellet grill with a bag of pellets donated by Blazing Burners, LLC. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll take a look at the weather and sports. Bring the kids and share the memories from steam engines, antique cars and trucks, tractors, gas engines, and horses. Maybe your memories are of great food from the North Village to the Log Village, or going to one of the amazing concerts. This is the place where memories are made. Make plans now to enjoy the history of the past at the 2023 Midwest Old Thrashers Reunion, August 31st through September 4th in Mount Pleasant. Visit oldthrashers.com for more details. Welcome back to Newsbreak. I'm your host, Nick Steffens. We have your 5-day forecast coming up, but first obituaries. Maxine Pfeiffer of Washington passed away on March 27th at the age of 100. A celebration of life will be held at 11 a.m. April 1st at St. James Catholic Church. Jones and Ian Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements. Nam Kunison of Mount Pleasant passed away on March 24th at the age of 64. No services will be held. Murphy Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements. Jack Thornton of Salem passed away on March 22nd at the age of 65. Murphy Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements. That was obituaries. It is now time for your 5-day forecast. We started the day off with cloudy skies, but has since cleared off and the high is 40 degrees. Tomorrow temperatures will shoot up to 64 degrees and it'll be partly cloudy. There's a 70% chance of thunderstorms on Friday with a high of 72 as well as high winds. Temperatures will fall dramatically to 49 degrees and it'll be mostly sunny on Saturday. Finally, on Sunday, temperatures will rise back up to 66 and it will be partly cloudy. We're going to take another quick break, and when we come back, we'll take a look at sports.
Protection is important, especially when you're talking about your dreams, which is why we're going to keep you covered with plans that can save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. That's protection.
Welcome back to Newsbreak. I'm your host, Nick Steffens. It is now time for sports. Washington boys soccer opened up its season on Tuesday night against the Wildcats of Columbus Winfield Mount Union. For the Demons, it ended up being a great start to the season as they downed the Wildcats 7-0. Washington tallied a total of 41 shots in the win, 24 of which were on goal. The Demons also had a total of 10 corner kicks. Emmanuel Raimundo ended the game with a whopping 4 goals. Will Gilchrist Brock finished with a pair of saves in the net for Washington. The Mount Pleasant girls soccer team had a battle on their hands in Game 1 of the 2023 season on Tuesday night. Led by defending Southeast Conference Player of the Year Ellie Manning, the Panther girls beat Minneapolis 3-2 to start the season off right. Manning had all 3 goals, including the golden goal in overtime to send Mount Pleasant to victory. Manning is coming off a season in which she scored 35 goals for Mount Pleasant. The Panther girls were able to debut freshman keeper Ellie Heaton, and she came up big in her first high school game, saving 4 shots to earn the win in the net. Mount Pleasant is now 1-0 on the season. The Panthers will play at Central Lee on Friday night. The Washington girls soccer team picked up its first win of the season on Tuesday night on the road at Central Lee. It was a back and forth affair that saw just 3 balls find the back of the net, but it was the Demons who finished with the pair to edge the Hawks 2-1. The Demons' Nicole Trujillos and Audrey Anderson both scored for Washington. With the win, Washington improves to 1-0 on the season. The Demons will host Columbus on Thursday. The Wildcats come in off a victory over West Burlington 2-0. Washington currently has a 2-0 win streak on Columbus. That is the news for Southeast Iowa. I've been your host, Nick Steffens. This has been your news break.